Steve, thanks. Thank you, Mark. Welcome Manchester, thanks for turning out today. Great turnout here ahead of our big show at Manchester Arena this Saturday night, live on Sky Sports, live on the Zone across America, and look at the amount of fighters we've got here. Thank you all for attending today, and thank you for squeezing on both tables, and thank you to all the media that's with us. It's a big night for many reasons. Of course, Michael talked there about the final fight of Anthony Crolla this weekend. I think we're going to, after this press conference, forget the niceties of the career and the memories, and concentrate on a very important fight for him this Saturday against Frank Urquieta, because this is a must-win fight for Anthony Crolla. This is the final fight of his career, and I know he wants to finish with another title and with another victory. Of course, the main fight this weekend is a groundbreaking occasion for Katie Taylor, moving up to 140 pounds to take on the WBO world champion Christina Linartu in a very, very tough fight after becoming the undisputed world champion at Madison Square Garden in June. We have a brilliant domestic middleweight fight between Felix Cash and Jack Cullen as well, and all the other fights here that we'll be talking about shortly. Before we go into the detail and hear from the fighters, I'm going to pass to the head of boxing from Sky Sports, Adam Smith.
Thanks, Eddie. What a wonderful turnout. It always seems to be in Manchester. It's a fantastic fight city. We've been coming here for 25 years on Sky, and we've seen some wonderful events in the arena. So many with Anthony, so many with Ricky Hatton, many other great fighters, the likes of Nigel Benn, Steve Hammer, Joe Calzaghe. So many fighters have fought up here, and it's a great fight city. And Michael's right, when you walk around, there's a special buzz in the air in the last sort of 48 hours before a big event, and there'll be one or two tears in the eye when Anthony Crolla bids us farewell on Saturday night. What a phenomenal career he's had. Always had a tag of the nicest guy in boxing, but he really has been, and he's fought long and hard and battled through a lot of things, and we at Sky are very proud of his career, and we'll be looking forward to his swan song, but of course it's a fight he needs to win. Katie Taylor, absolutely magnificent ambassador for the sport, and wonderful for us as well to have been involved since she turned professional. She's got a real tough ass moving up in weight against Christina here, who will definitively want to hold on to that title. Two great fights to finish the night, but what a selection of talent as well on display. It really is magnificent. He said, we have to squeeze ourselves into these tables. We do in Manchester always. It brings something special out. But I just want to pick out Martin McCauley and say thank you to him. He fought a couple of weeks ago in Newcastle, and he performed really well against Kevin Johnson. And when Joshua Buatsi couldn't make it on the bill, I said to Eddie, let's try and do something with Martin. And he and Billy Nelson jumped to the chance. And that is what boxing's all about. That's what fighters need to do, and we're very grateful for that. Listen, last weekend, incredible in London. One of the great fights we've ever had on Sky with Josh Taylor and Regis Prograis. Now we're in Manchester. The road show goes on, one of the most powerful schedules to finish a year ever. And we cannot wait for Saturday night. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. And echo that as we move into November this Saturday, we are back with 3 Fight of the Year contenders in October on Sky Sports and the Zone. Gennady Golovkin against Derevyanchenko, Robbie Davis Jr. against Lewis Ritson, and the brilliant Prograis against Taylor last week at the O2. It's been a great run. I'm going to attempt to speak to everybody now on this bottom table. If I miss anyone, just give me a nudge, because it's been happening quite a lot lately. We're going to start with Hobie Price. Hobie, welcome, professional debut. I'm not sure you look even old enough to fight, but I've seen you fight, and you can really fight. Great member from the GB squad, obviously trained and managed by Dave Colwell as well. Hope you're looking forward to getting off and running on Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm just turned professional, obviously a couple of, I only announced I was signed with you 2 weeks ago, so I'm happy to be on the show. I'm happy to perform on such a big stage on Saturday night.
Obviously a great team at Colwell Gym, Jordan Gill, the McDonald's, Fowler as well. You've been working hard with Dave for some time now. You feel like you're ready now to hit the pay ranks?
Yeah, I fit straight with the boys down the gym, Jordan Gill, Andy Fowler. They've all helped me, and now I feel like I'm ready for the professional ranks and the show on about Saturday night.
Look forward to seeing you and David. Dalton Smith, welcome. Little trip to Italy for you to rack up another victory. Good experience for you. Looking forward to boxing in Manchester on Saturday night.
That's it, yeah, I just picked another win up in Italy and then straight back out, 3 weeks later here in Manchester, so I'm staying active, I'm getting plenty of fights, and I'm looking forward to putting on another performance Saturday.
You've had plenty of experiences, obviously you've had your debut, you were floating in the show at the O2, didn't get on that card, but boxed at the O2 previously, like I said, Italy and now Manchester. It's been a good few months for you. Have you found the professional ranks and moving forward in 2020, look to start challenging for some domestic titles?
That's it, yeah, the plan was to stay active up until Christmas, and I've got to thank you and Sky for making that happen. I've got a few good fights up to Christmas now, and then I look forward to next year and hopefully pick some titles up and look for those bigger fights.
Look forward to seeing you back in action on Saturday. Nathan Farrell, welcome. Pleasure to have you on the Liverpool show recently, and talking to you, I can't stop thinking about you, brother, because you two are absolute spits of each other. But sold a huge amount of tickets. Looking forward to fighting in Manchester on Saturday.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit better looking than Kieran. I feel blessed to be on this show, surrounded by all these great fighters. It's an honour to fight on the same show as Katie Taylor, who go down as a boxing legend. And obviously, my story is I'm Kieran Fowler's brother. I had a brief amateur career, but I was undefeated national champion. My brother had a brain injury in a fight with Crolla, and I walked away from boxing, but suffered my own injury that left me unable to walk for 4 years. And it was them dark days that spurred me to do this again. I won't go on with myself, I just want to congratulate Anthony Crolla on a great career. He's done me proud, my brother proud, my family proud, and I'm just buzzing to get back in the ring just at the right time to fight on, well, Katie Taylor and Crolla's on the card. Thank you.
Thank you, man. We've got a great fight for the WBA International Super Bantamweight Championship between Kez Ashfaq and Joe Hearn. I think now this is where it starts getting exciting for our young prospects. Joe Hearn and Kez Ashfaq, two great amateurs. Kez, part of the GB setup, podium squad member as well. Very talented fighter. Now starts to come into the real tests where you're going to start seeing these young amateurs really perform. Joe Hearn going to be bringing all the action on Saturday night. Joe, we'll start with you. Welcome. Pleasure to have you back on the show. Looking forward to this big opportunity for you on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. It's just up to myself and training hard, so looking forward to taking opportunity with both hands.
What can you expect from this fight? Obviously, you've known Kez a while. I'm sure you've mixed in the same circles as well as amateurs and know each other's style as well.
Yeah, the boxed a few things amateurs that lasted in the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, but that was 5 years ago when there was a big jump between amateur and pro, so I'm confident my pro style suits me better and I can get the win on Saturday night.
Kez, exciting times now, start moving towards the titles. Of course, your first title fight, getting the history of Joe, and been around the amateur scene with him as well, expecting a good fight on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm not underestimating Joe. I've boxed him 4 times in the amateurs. I know what he's about, I believe I know what he can bring, but even if he does decide to change tactics, I believe I've got the tools to combat anything he brings, and I'm looking forward to getting a good win on Saturday night. God willing.
You've had a great start, and everybody that you've got so far, especially the ones that have actually come to fight, you look better and better against. Do you think as you move up through the levels, we're going to see the best of Kez Ashfaq when you're facing people who are hungry and coming to win?
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, when it comes up, it just makes it easy for me, in my opinion. And I believe Joe Hearn will come to fight. He's probably hoping he's going to time me out towards the end of the fight, but it's not going to happen. I'm in the best shape of my life, and like I said, I'm God willing, win my first title that night.
Thanks, Kez. We move to the heavyweight division. As Adam said, Martin Bacoli, who has had a great start to his heavyweight career, of course, become one of the very few men to stop Kevin Johnson in Newcastle recently. Stepped out of the ring there, straight back in the ring 2 weeks later, and a great fight with Rodney Hernandez. Rodney Hernandez always comes to fight. We saw him in a great fight with Joey Dueco recently on our Hooker Ramirez card in Dallas. Rodney, I did recognise you with the glasses on. You look far too nice. I know. I've seen you fight time and time again, and looking forward to, I believe, your first fight in the UK on Saturday, and a good challenge in Martin Bacoli.
Yes, this is my first time here. Thank you for inviting me. And can't wait to put on the show, you know. I just can't wait. I love the sport. I love boxing. It makes me feel normal. I just love it. Like, you know. So I just can't wait. Can't wait to go in there and just risk it all.
Every time we've seen you, you always come to fight. So does Martin Bacoli. Fans can expect a good tear up on Saturday.
Oh yes, definitely. Like, you know, it's just once I get in that ring, I feel normal. You know, so I know a lot of these fighters here.
You keep saying that. You keep saying that, Rodney. Are you not normal outside the bar? Tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, like, I grew up pretty rough, but boxing makes me feel normal. So it makes me smile, so I like it. It makes me feel well.
All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you normal on Saturday night. Thank you, Rodney. Martin, I'm not sure you're normal either, but one thing we can expect of you is always great fights, great entertainment, and you took this opportunity having had some good rounds in Newcastle, and now I know that you know the heavyweight division, Billy knows the division very well. This is a serious fight for you on Saturday. Rodney always comes to fight.
Yeah, firstly, I want to thank God for this big opportunity. You remember, I always tell you that I'm ready for anybody. So I don't know what to say. I'm just waiting on Saturday night to see what they do when we're going to the table. I always be ready for anybody. It's coming to fight, and I'm coming to fight. So we'll see the best match win.
Thank you, Martin Bacoli against Rodney Hernandez on Saturday night. Now we talk about female boxing. Of course, Katie Taylor has paved the way for so many in the amateur and professional ranks, one of those being Terry Harper. I think a great success story in the last 12 months, huge support coming out of Yorkshire, and Steffi Ball, who must be here somewhere, has done a great job as well with Terry. She's probably one of the most improved fighters I've seen, male or female, over the last 12 months. And Vivian Odenoff, who's broken hearts in Britain before stopping Natasha Jonas recently as she looked to go and challenge for a world title. This is a tough fight for Terry Harper. Definitely the toughest of her career so far, defending her IBO world title. Vivian, we'll start with you. Welcome back. Excited for Saturday?
Gracias. Thank you very much.
Where's my translator? Okay.
Uno que habla español.
Rodney, how's your Spanish?
I can translate Spanish.
My Spanish is like 80%, we're not perfect, but you know.
Sí, muy bien, mira.
Yeah.
Rodney, you can just be normal over there. Okay.
Estoy muy contenta de estar aquí, muy contenta. He estado 6 meses enferma, tengo problemas en mis brazos y ahora estoy preparada para esa pelea, más preparada que la pelea de... ¿Cómo se llama la otra?
How was the name of the other fighter?
Terry Harper.
Sí, más que tiene ganado, agosto.
Oh, Natasha Jones.
Natasha Jones.
I was a bit worried because you didn't know you were fighting. Yeah, it was definitely Natasha Jones.
She's very happy for being here. She's been ill for 6 months, but now she's super prepared for going for this fight. She's even more prepared than that fight against Natasha.
Yes.
Natasha, yes.
Sí, muy.
Very.
Thank you. Vivian Odenoff, everybody. Terry, Spanish or Doncaster, whatever you fancy. Big moment for you, obviously. You boxed at Sheffield Arena before one of our shows, now defending your world title. Some huge fights out there for you, but this one definitely the toughest of your career so far.
Yeah, definitely. I've been on the Sky show before, Sheffield and Nottingham, but this time I'm officially the Matchroom boxer. I've got a tough test Saturday night. I've trained hard. And I'm prepared for a tough 10 rounds with Vivian. I'm excited, and this is a test that I need to take me to the next level for the future title levels.
Obviously now there's big fights in every division as a female fighter. I mean, Eva Wallström, we're looking at, who obviously Katie's boxed as well, great champion. Michaela Meyer looking really good stateside as well. Natasha Jonas at super featherweight as well. Very important fight for you on Saturday. I know there's been a lot of hype and excitement from Stephanie and around where you're from as well, but it's a must-win fight for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm here and I've got to do winning Vivian on Saturday night, and that's what takes me to the next step. And that's all really.
Thank you, Terry. Terry against Vivian Overnorth for the IBO Super Featherweight World title on Saturday night. We move to, as I said, a brilliant fight between Jack Cullen and the Commonwealth champion Felix Cash on Saturday night. These are great fights because now it's an opportunity for both of these guys to break out in a big domestic fight and really move to the next level. Felix Cash has looked almost perfect so far in his career as a professional, trained out at Tony Sims' gym, huge amounts of talent, very exciting to watch. Jack Cullen, we saw him on our show recently, huge support, has masses of fans coming from Bolton and Manchester on Saturday night. This is a brilliant matchup that I'm very excited about. Jack, we'll start with you. I don't mean to cause trouble between you two, but he said that you've been chinned before and he's going to chin you again, and you said he didn't really want this fight and you're going to jab his head off. So talk to us about this fight and a big opportunity for both of you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a big opportunity, and I'm going to take it with both hands. I'm just glad he's here today. Not got no sore hands like last time. So yeah, it's going to be a good fight. I've trained for more than 12 rounds, and Felix Cash is going to get smashed. So yeah, good fight.
Very well, didn't know if you'd say that, but now.
There's a good 20 pence in him.
That bell's coming on me, John.
Is it, yeah? What's it?
I like this because it's the first time you've been involved in a fight or a situation like this. Jack, you've sold a huge amount of tickets. Felix said that's not going to help you in the slightest, but you have. There's going to be a lot of pressure.
We can't get in the ring for you, Jack, can we? So, you know what I mean? You've got to get in there with me what you said, so you can't fight for you. You know what I mean?
You'll be asked to get smashed.
Oh, we'll see then. We'll see. You're nothing but a tall, lanky piece of piss. We're going to get smashed. That's what you are. I'm going to smash.
You've not got a sore hand.
We'll break my hand off your head anyway. That's what we're going to do. We'll smash you. Not too hard. We'll push it back to your face. Then.
After the fourth round.
You're not too landmark.
I'm down.
Jack, this fight is, again, Felix, by far the toughest test of your career. He has looked very good as a pro. You're confident that you've got the ability.
Yeah, he's a good opponent. He's probably the best opponent I've fought. And like I said, I've not fought anybody. But no, he's not fought anybody either. So we're both going in it, and we're both wanting to both hungry for it. And the best man wins, and I'm coming on with that belt.
Do you believe you win the fight inside the distance? Or do you
I believe I win the fight in distance, yeah.
Felix, obviously you don't agree with that, but you agree you win the fight inside the distance. But this is a big fight for you. I mean, you know, you've been fought as I said, as a pro so far, but this is a chance, big breakout fight, Manchester Arena, big crowd, kind of fight that you need and you want, and you look like you've got the bit between your teeth for this one.
Yeah, listen, it's, you know, I'm looking really forward to it. You know, it's a big show, a big event for me, and you know, a lot of people going to be watching me, showcasing the skills and whatnot about it. You know, he's had one bit of good win against the mediocre opponent, and I don't know where he's getting on this one, but you think he's the world champion or something. But listen, he's going to see on Saturday night that, you know, he's in with a whole different animal, and he's going to be in for the structural dive.
What's the difference between you two? Why do you see yourself so confident to get that stoppage victory?
Well, watching, you know what I mean, he looks like he just trying to fight, he's trying to fight my fight, you know, when he does be hit, you know, you don't really get a big massive contract. You know, he throws a straight one too, and he don't just hold it from level, and I'll see on Saturday